Hello and welcome to Mixtapecraft Remix with me, the most everyone, aka MrSuryt. So, I've been having a lot of trouble getting on the server lately actually. We finally got on here and we've just created a brain in a jar for one. We've also finished up our dungeon downstairs. So I bet you can guess what it is I'm doing today. Oh, not putting a bucket in there, that's what I'm doing. There we go. We are going to make a mob spawner. Chances are, ignore this here, this is just because I needed some paper. Yeah, chances are I'm not going to get this done today because I have to go to work very soon. And it's probably going to be a decent sized build. What I want is obviously a soul shard. And I was working on the pigs quite a lot in the overworld, as well as a few chickens. But the soul shard that I'm actually the furthest along with was the wither skeleton. You can see I've got a tier 4, 1022 souls. This is actually a very easy shard to get once you have your portal gun. And that is because any skeleton that spawns in the nether, just judging by my own sort of little collection here, I get roughly 80% of the skeletons spawning as wither skeletons. So yeah, any vanilla skeleton that spawns in the nether has a pretty good chance of turning into a wither. So all I've done using... oh wow, that's a decent bow. All I've done using the portal gun is bring a skeleton spawner into the nether, and I got that. Oh, we just ticked over to tier 5. I got the tier 5 soul shard pretty easy. Excellent. Hopefully we've got everything for this build. Let's go and have a look. Going to try a few things different this time around, and a few things that this is the way to the dungeon if you're wondering. And a few things that I have tried before. Now, this here is going to be the switch to turn the spawner on and off. I've already got some wire going all the way down there. Just some red alloy wire, and then I've got some jacketed wire at the very bottom. We'll show you it when we get down here. Here we go. This here is jacketed wire, and on the other side going into the wall and then all the way back up to there. I could use, and I will eventually, just a wireless transmitter, but for the time being I just want to use that. Nice and easy. MrSuryt viewing glass. Nice and easy. Now I'm not even too sure if this will work with the wither, but anyone who's seen my Direwolf series will know what kind of spawner I'm doing here. This here is going to be where I put the soul, and I can put it in there right now without any fear of it working. Because it's a tier 5, it means that with a redstone signal applied to it, it will not work. It'll actually turn it off. And you can see in there the jacketed wire is, well, it's lit up, so the switch upstairs is turned on, I hope. So let's see what we get. Now that has come up as a normal skeleton, which is troubling. Where's my pickaxe? See if we can't do this. Double check what it is. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's painful. Well, it looks like we're doing a skeleton spawner today. Oh, you know, that one there I had probably about 400 odd kills with the skeleton kills, so to have it turn into a skeleton spawner on me, not terribly pleased about that. Okay, we can deal with this. So what we're going to do, just placing water down in here, like so. Take a bucket there. Break this up. And you. And we want to make sure that that there is filled in. Okay, and as you can see, the water, anything that spawns in here, the water will push it this way. Right here, this is actually the full length that water can go to, so it's not going to go any further, but if you do have that area up there smaller, just putting signs along here or ladders will prevent the water from flowing over. Now down along here, the first thing we need, all those brain in a jar, is to collect the experience. We'll just whack these along like so. Whoops. Misclick. Like so. And next we want some of these guys, transposers. 9 of course. Huh. It's a great day, isn't it? Oop. Everything's going well. There we go, transposers. I bet you I don't have my screwdriver. Let's see. No, I don't. Well, I'll probably end up going up to get the screwdriver in a second as well. Let's just see. Yes, I'm... Well, that works. This pneumatic tubes here, they go back up the top to where the switch is. Right, let me put it there. We are going to have to go get the screwdriver, so I'll just plonk those down. Or we'll go make one. Not difficult. But anyway, the pneumatic tube comes all the way up to here to where I have all these barrels. Let's just go get that. Oh, wee. I have to keep reminding myself this place is not lit up. I've just got night vision on. I haven't had my quarry running for a while. Still not struggling for resources. Okay, there's a stick and iron. Very good. There's the screwdriver. May as well dump a few things whilst we're here. Things we don't need. Bones, don't need you. Skeleton skull. That's a decent bow. Back down we go. So, yeah, I'm... Little... No. Can't have you down here. Little bit annoyed, I guess, that I now have a skeleton spawner. Not much I can do about that. I guess I'm going to have to do the wither... collecting the wither souls the old-fashioned way. Or I've just bugged out, one of the two. Now, these here... Oops. Oh, I'll throw that. Not much happening. There we go. It's not going to go anywhere. You can see that it's broken there. That's because we've got nothing up the top here. No inventory for it to go into. A little bit of lag there. What I'm going to try, one that I haven't done before, so this could be a little bit awkward, but a router. Got a few set up ready to go. That's just the dark iron, eggs, ender pearl, and the eye of ender, which is just an ender pearl with blaze powder. All the iron I've got, ender pearls are not a problem, as well as the dark iron. So we'll just take one for the time being. There should have actually been enough dark iron there to match up with these, so... Lots of funny stuff happening on the server lately. Anyway, we're going to put that right there and have a look. We want it going into the top side because that's where the barrels take items in. where can extract or insert. Going to put a few upgrades in there. First one is going to be the bandwidth. Now, basically, oops, that's not what I wanted. This guy here, items go in, one item at a time will be fed out into an inventory. We want to increase that to full stacks just to keep this thing going fast enough. So you just shift right click, that'll whack it in, that's it right there, click on it, move stacks at a time. So that's exactly what we want. Very nice. Well, oh, and it has gone through. Be taking its time to get up there though, I dare say. But well, gotta fall, otherwise I'll be kicked for flying. Oh, just seen it go through, and there it is. Give me that back, please. Whack you over there. Well, we can... what do we got in here? Let's throw in some red alloy wire, or ingots, sorry. Plunk. Oh, straight in. It's going to take a while. Whilst we're waiting, let's get on with the next part. The next part is computers, 9 of. Almost ended up with 10 then. We whack those right in the middle here, iron around the computer with a chest, and we get a turtle. Excellent. Turtles are useless by themselves. Well, no, that's a bit of a fib. They're not, of course, but they're not what we want. We want these guys. I am using diamond swords. I don't need to use diamond swords. Could use the ruby or sapphire, either of the sapphires. But these guys work best. And I was expecting them to be attacking wither skeletons. Anyway, we'll plonk these down on top here. Like so. The transposers will pull the items out. Well, they may actually need a redstone signal, so I'm going to have to get a timer into them. What are you jigging about? We're going to have to program all these as well. Okay, we've set that. Did I just hear a cow? Oh, I know what that is. Minotaur. While true do turtle dot attack end. Oh, we don't want the next line. Control save, control exit. And reboot. Now I want to go in there and double check that that's going to work. Great things about the MrSuryt blocks. Oh. Nope. Yep, he's hitting me. I might end up having to put some blocks down along here just so the wither stand a little bit... oh, no, I don't. Oh, whoa. No, he was just lagging a little. Yeah, one of the best things about these MrSuryt blocks, glass blocks, is you can actually place them back down. You can pick them up with just a pickaxe and place them back down. Jeez, fantastic. So we've got to go through. I probably don't need to set the name of all of them, but we're going to. So it's while true do turtle, that's not turtle, turtle dot attack brackets, and you can just move that over if you really wanted. Doesn't need it, it seems, so... Reboot. That's also not reboot. So we got a few of these to do now. And the reason why I probably don't need to change the label, that is name it, is because I'm editing the startup, so it should always, whenever it starts up, work. Oh. That's getting annoying, my lack of ability to spell. Edit startup. My Ingles is not so goodly. Turtle attack. And nope, that's not it. There we go, we've got 4 of them. We're halfway there. Nope, 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 nope. Always name my turtles regardless of whether or not I'm editing this startup. Okay. I'm still thinking of reasons for the, excuse me, for the shard to have turned into a normal scaly spawner. Yeah. Driving me nuts. But I'm going to have to redo all that. It is a tier 5, so it should work in this dimension. Bit of lag with my typing there. How many more? 3, is it? Probably not the most enjoyable thing to watch me do, programming all these. Just making sure you know this little program, that's what I'm doing. So I'm doing it over and over again for you. Making sure it sinks in. It's not really what I'm doing, I'm just making sure I'm late for work, that's what I'm doing. You can name these all the same thing, it doesn't actually matter. Oh, you watch, I'll get to the end of this and it won't work. I'll finish it all off. Edit startup. While true do. Turtle attack. End. Now I am always, I do have to set up the timer for these, I'm always forgetting to reboot at least one. Let's go back up and have a look what happened with that wire, the ingots. Fantastic. So it's gone into the 1. If I was to not have this upgrade in there, the bandwidth upgrade, it will spread it out. Because it will take it item by item, it'll put into each barrel as it's going along. No storing damaged items. So that's another thing. I will have to put a chest down. And I'll put it right... I'm not even sure if they can open up with a barrel on top. Let's have a look. No, they can't. So we are going to have to place it. Probably put it up here. And the reason I'm going to put this up here, a barrel that is, not a barrel, a chest, is because there will be a lot of swords once I put a wither skeleton spawner in there. Anyway, let's flick the switch and see if this works. Okay, we've got some skellies in there. They're in the water, slowly being pushed in the way of our turtles, which are killing them. Doing an alright job of killing them. And you can see there is experience orbs being collected in these jars. Whoa! Oh, I got hit. Whoa, I got hit again. Oh, they're able to shoot me. That's annoying. And another thing that is happening, items are collecting in the turtles as opposed... Oh, hey. As opposed to going into the transposers. Now, I need to get a timer for that. So I'll keep this going for a little bit. There are some of those not working. They're just working very slow. He's working. Yep, they're working. They're working. I'll put blocks along here to step them up just a little bit. And I'm going to get a timer, so we'll be back in a sec. Okay, we're back, and our skeleton spawner, mob grinder, which I'm still a little bit disappointed about, but it is running. This here isn't actually the grinder I was hoping to use with the skeletons, just because of this here, me being shot through there. I was going to do a slightly different one, but it still works. Works quite well. I've added bricks along here, you can see, just to make it go so it's up one level. The turtles, they seem to, although you wouldn't realise it looking at this guy here who doesn't seem... Oh, wow, I'm on fire. Just give a bucket of water just in case. He doesn't really seem to be doing much, but they are working a little bit faster with this here. Why that is exactly, I'm not too sure, but for some reason the turtles just wanted to attack their feet. Make sure I don't drop that water now. All these brain in a jar, they're doing a great job, but because of the brains in the jar and the fact I'm using turtles which act as a player entity and therefore create experience, I can't leave this running whilst I'm off the server, because there'd be a whole bunch of experience collected along here and I'd lag the server out. But apart from that, this here does work quite well. You can see a lot of skeletons dropping. Basically, this little drop part here drops them just far enough away from the spawner that the spawner will respawn more. So it'll constantly have a ton of skellies down here. This guy here is trying to shoot me still, setting things on fire. Let's have a look in the turtle. So they are collecting a few items, and they are being sucked up, of course. Yeah, they're being sucked up because I have also put a timer over here. You can see all the items going through. Fantastic. Some of them are bouncing back though. Just not ideal. We'll go have a look at that in a minute. We can increase the tick here. I think it's... Oh. Sorry about that. Another strange crash. I've tried it a couple of times now. If I try to open up the timer whilst I'm holding the pneumatic tubes, the game crashes. Well, I get kicked off the server anyway. Anyway, let's have a little look in here. Now we can increase, as I was saying, we can increase the speed of this so it pulls items out much faster. It's at 2 seconds it was pretty much keeping up, only just falling behind with what the turtles were. Oh, I didn't realise it was so low. With what the turtles were carrying in their inventory. It's always a pain with these. With not being able to fly, I can't put the controls on, so I can never get out of little holes. But anyway, yeah, pretty much keeping up anyway. Only falling behind slightly. One of the main reasons we were falling behind, though, is because things were coming back. They were bouncing back. So let's just go and have a look what's going on up here. And let's fall down with a little bit of lag. Alright, try that again. Come on, you can do it. Oh, stuck in a rat lamp. Alright, yep. Now, we've got quite a lot of items coming through going into here. Let's just dig this guy up. Have a little click on here. It's pretty much single item at a time going through, and when there's an item in there and it doesn't bounce out fast enough that is different to the item coming through here, you can't actually go into this spot, and of course it's bouncing back. So there's a couple of little things that we can try here, and we may as well try them both. Well, I say both, a couple of them, a couple of the ideas. Oh, this here, basically it will spread it right the way across. I haven't got all the right upgrades in there apparently, so I've just whacked in some cobblestone. I was expecting different mob grinder, let's not forget. This here will collect for a few different grinders eventually. Getting a lot of bows up here, and armour. We're also getting a fair few bones and arrows, because it will put it into whichever inventory, like it'll share it around. But anyway, let's see what else we can do. Another option is to put another router in there, and this isn't a terrible option. There we go. Now it's got a second inventory to be going into. This one here is still going to go a little bit slower than the other one when it gets stacked, so we'll put a bandwidth in there. Shift right click. Now another option is to whack in these guys. Really, I doubt that this will make a great deal of difference. The ideal thing for me to do would be to put another router down really, but we'll whack these in anyway. And these are a speed boost for it. A little bit annoying to craft, to be honest, only because of the cake. I don't actually have cows anywhere. I do have cows, unfortunately it's in the bad section, the bad chunk that I got stuck in a while ago. We still haven't got rid of that, but yeah, that's where all my cows I've been keeping, so I can't really get to them. But anyway, speed boost, cake, sugar, and dark iron. And we'll whack these in as well. And that'll just make them move a little bit faster. Take another cake. Probably would have been wondering last time I checked in that chest over there why I had cake in there. Well, there's the reason for the speed boost. May as well put a speed boost in there. I'm sure there is other ways, probably much better ways of doing it. Hopefully we don't, well actually we don't seem to be getting, doesn't seem to be getting any kind of, no, nothing seems to be going backwards, so that's pretty good. It all seems to be going into here and being handled here, with the occasional item going over here. If it couldn't go into here, it'll try to go into there, and if it couldn't go into there, it'll probably bounce back and try to go into here, to be honest. So that should be done nicely. We should be collecting quite a lot of bones and arrows now. Not really the items I was after. Plenty of bows. the gold armor that we collect, we can actually melt that down to gold as well. So that's not a total loss. Not a total loss having skeletons over what we're actually after. I'll just jump up here and turn it off. It's producing skeletons a little bit too fast at the moment. Oh, getting a fair bit of lag again. Now, although this is not the grinder I was after, it's still quite useful. You can see I've already got 60 levels. Oh. All you have to do is right click on these, and the experience is just flying out. So yeah, this is what I'll probably be using this for, is for experience. So I can, oops, go and enchant a whole bunch of books. Plug this hole here up once they get shot. Yeah, that's right, you're all gonna die. Come on, kill them all for me, turtles. You're not doing your job. Die back there. But anyway, that's the episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed, got something from it. If you have, hit like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you next episode. Bye bye.